Let me quickly go across to my two new guests this morning as they join me at 10 o'clock. B.D. Singh, national spokesperson of the Shiva Sena of the Shinde camp. As you see the numbers coming out from Maharashtra, you feel अब बस मिठाई बांटने का टाइम आ गया है, और do you feel थोड़ा रुक जाते हैं?
ऐसा है कि जो महाराष्ट्र की जनता को ये क्वेश्चन के आंसर की जरूरत थी कि जो है असली शिवसेना कौन है और नकली शिवसेना कौन है। तो आज जो है जिस तरह से लीड बनी हुई है उससे तो ये जाहिर हो रहा है कि जो है असली शिवसेना मानिक शिंदे साहब की है। जो इलेक्शन कमीशन ने जो बताया था उसको मानिक शिंदे साहब ने प्रूव किया। और इन शार्ट अगर बोले तो अगर महाराष्ट्र की राजनीति में अगर शार्ट टाइम में देखा जाए तो जो मानिक शिंदे साहब का जो ये प्रोग्रेस है बहुत हाई प्रोग्रेस है। और मैं शार्ट में ये बोल सकता है कि जैसे बिहार की राजनीति में जो है नीतीश कुमार जी हैं, उसी तरह से महाराष्ट्र की राजनीति में मानिक शिंदे साहब उभर रहे हैं।
चलिए, okay, I also want to look at Jharkhand because it is turning out to be an absolutely delicious fight. But let me get in the BJP spokesperson who wants to say something. Please go ahead. As we look at these numbers come out, it seems that the BJP-led alliance is in a good position to form the next government in the state of Maharashtra. Himanshu.
जी, मुझे उनकी बात से एक थोड़ी सी समस्या है कि उन्होंने बोला असली और नकली शिवसेना क्या है। तो मैं असली और नकली का फर्क ऐसे बता देता हूं कि शिवसेना की शुरुआत हमारे आदरणीय हिंदू हृदय सम्राट श्री बाला साहब ठाकरे जी ने की थी, जिन्होंने बोला था कि जो ढांचा है उसमें सबसे पहले शिव सैनिक वहां मौजूद थे। ठीक है, और उन्होंने ये भी बयान दिया था कि अगर हमारा एक भी आदमी कांग्रेस के साथ मिल जाएगा तो उस दिन मैं शिवसेना खत्म कर दूंगा। और उनके बेटे जाके मिल रहे हैं किससे? एसपी से, जिन्होंने हिंदुओं को गोली चलाई। दूसरा आईएनसी जो कहती है राम का अस्तित्व ही नहीं है। और तीसरा कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया। कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया तो कुछ मानती ही नहीं है और ये बोल रहे हैं अपने आप को असली शिवसेना। आप ये बताइए इसमें कितना इनके स्टेटमेंट से कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी है। और ये जाके जो है ऑल इंडिया मुस्लिम सेवा संघ जो है बोलती है कि अगर हम शिवसेना को आप लोग ये जो है महाविनाश अघाड़ी को अगर आप वोट देंगे तो 10% मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन होगा। आरएसएस और स्वयं सेवक जैसी संस्थान जिसके बाला साहब फुल सपोर्ट में थे उनको हम बंद कर देंगे, निरस्त कर देंगे। ये वो उनको चिट्ठी में लिख के देते हैं। तो ये अपने आप को ना ही बोले कि मैं असली हूं और ये नकली है, क्योंकि ये जनता जानती है कौन असली शिवसेना हो गई और कौन नकली शिवसेना हो गई है। जो अपने पूरे जो आइडियोलॉजी उसी के खिलाफ जाने लग जाए तो मैं नहीं मानता कि वो असली शिवसेना है।
चलिए, अभी 2 मिनट जरा, सिंस यू आर द नेशनल स्पोक्स पर्सन, 2 मिनट महाराष्ट्र से हट के एक बार जरा झारखंड के रिजल्ट्स भी देख लेते हैं। रिजल्ट्स तो नहीं आए हैं हिमांशु जी, बट व्हाट वी हैव इज अर्ली लीड्स एंड द अर्ली लीड्स आर प्लेइंग आउट exactly the way they were predicted to play out, which means that for the moment it's even Stevens. It's looking like it's going to be a very, very tight race. But if you look at the election commission numbers, not these numbers, if you look at the election commission numbers, then the BJP plus alliance is at 21 and the Congress plus alliance is at 33. Jharkhand के बारे में कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? This fight is still open. Maharashtra तो you have declared victory. थोड़ा जल्दी है मेरे हिसाब से, 10 ही बज रहा है। लेकिन in Jharkhand, what do you think is going to happen?
देखिए, झारखंड में भी मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि हम जीतेंगे। शुरुआत के रुझान जो थे, देखिए अभी 10 ही बजा है तो वही आपने भी बोला रुझान पूरे नहीं है। तो मैं वही कहना चाहता हूं कि झारखंड में हमारे जो ग्राउंड लेवल से रिपोर्ट आई है, ये जो भी दिखा रहा है तो अभी 4 बजे तक 5 बजे तक क्लियर हो जाएगा। पर हमारे पास जो रिपोर्ट है कि झारखंड की जो जनता है वो हमसे बहुत ज्यादा खुश है। हमने सरकार में ना होते हुए भी झारखंड के लिए इतने काम किए हैं। जनजाति विकास निगम को 150 करोड़ से 300 करोड़ कर दिया, अनुसूचित विकास निगम कर दिया 140 से 300 करोड़। बाकी इसके बलदे जो हमारी हेमंत सोरेन की सरकार है उसने क्या किया, जो 5000 का स्नातकों को लिए बोला गया था कि हम उनको भत्ता देंगे, नहीं दिया गया। 51,000 रुपए बोला गया था कि नवविवाहित दंपति के लिए देंगे, कहा नहीं दिया गया। उसके बाद 6,000 रुपए बोला गया था कि पेंशन स्कीम में देंगे बूढ़ी महिलाओं को, वो भी नहीं दिया गया। ये तो ये पैसा कहाँ गया? ये पैसा गया जो धीरज साहू हैं, कांग्रेस के एमपी नेता हैं, उनके पिलरों से निकल गया। तो ये जो ये हरकतें करेंगे, ये जनता ने आज देख लिया है। जनता पहचान गई है कि जो इंडी गठबंधन है वो कितनी बड़ी चोर है और अपनी बातों से मुकरती है। इनके राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष भी जाके कर्नाटक में बोल के आए हैं कि जो है ऐसे ऐसे वादे मत किया करो जो आप निभा ना पाओ। तो हिमाचल प्रदेश और कर्नाटक में तो जनता जो है त्रस्त है ही, तो उसी हिसाब से झारखंड में भी देखिए जनता जो है हमारा पूरा साथ देगी और इस इंडी गठबंधन को जड़ से हटा दिया जाएगा। हमने जो है जनजातियों के लिए भी सारा काम किया है, या वहाँ पे डेमोक्रेसी के लिए भी हम प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि वहाँ ठीक हो जाए।
हिमांशु जी, ये अच्छी बात है कि झारखंड में जब आ रहे हैं कि कांटे की टक्कर, आप कह रहे हैं अर्ली ट्रेंड्स है, रुझान है, और महाराष्ट्र में क्या अर्ली ट्रेंड्स और रुझान नहीं है जहां आपने विक्ट्री डिक्लेयर कर दी है? ये तो गलत बात है।
नहीं, मैंने तो दोनों जगह बोला है कि रुझान आ रहे हैं और पूर्ण बहुमत हमारी तरफ ही आएगा। मैंने तो नहीं बोला अभी तो हम कांग्रेस की तरह थोड़ी है कि 10 बजे सुबह उठ के जलेबी बांटना शुरू कर दें। हमने तो अभी नहीं, कहीं नहीं बांटी ना। हम आज भी यहीं पे बैठे हुए हैं, आपके साथ बातचीत कर रहे हैं।
नहीं, बननी तो शुरू हो गई।
इतनी जल्दी हमें नहीं है, हम पूरे रुझानों के बाद ही बांटेंगे। नहीं, यहाँ पे नहीं बट रही।
नहीं, बीजेपी के हेडक्वार्टर्स
तो नहीं बट रही है, लेकिन
आपके पास नहीं आई होगी, लेकिन हमारे रिपोर्टर्स को तो मिल गई।
मैं वहीं पे बैठा हूँ।
ठीक है,
मैं वहीं पे बैठा हूँ।
कांग्रेस पार्टी
जलेबी बटेगी, लोग नहीं बटेंगे। जलेबी बटेगी, लोग नहीं बटेंगे।
महाराष्ट्र में
हर जगह आप देखो ना, बटेंगे तो कटेंगे, चल गया।
The Tana is on you.
The Tana is on me and I'm telling you I'm also national spokesperson. तो आप हमें भी झारखंड के बारे में बताइए आप।
Okay, you want to speak about Jharkhand?
I want to speak about Jharkhand and I see in Maharashtra. Don't worry. सबर का फल मीठा होता है और ये इंतजार लंबा है।
Meeta Chakravarti meanwhile is doing इंतजार from the Congress का party. एक मिनट, let me get her in. Hi Meeta, good morning. She is the first lady commentator we have got on the show.
Please.
In the last 2 hours, I definitely want to go to her. Meeta Chakrabarti, good morning. Good morning. Thank you. We will come back to Maharashtra because that's the big state we are tracking. But Jharkhand was always expected to be expected to be interesting, and that is exactly how it's turning out to be. Take a look at the numbers.
Absolutely, Jharkhand is very close, and yes, these are early trends. Just because the results are slightly more favorable in Jharkhand, I'm not going to say that these are the final results. These are early trends, and we'll have to wait for another couple of hours maybe to see how it really pans out. But regarding Maharashtra and overall, a couple of very quick observation. People are talking about Ladli Behna scheme, the social welfare schemes by the Maharashtra government. But had they been so confident of their welfare schemes, then what was the need for running such a religiously polarizing and divisive campaign this time? And not only by the local leaders or the local MLA aspirants, but also by the more senior leaders and by the Prime Minister himself. Things like batenge to katenge, comparing an assembly election to a dharam youth. Why is it a dharam youth? It's just an election to elect your state government. It's not a dharam youth. And batenge to katenge by whom? There are no outsiders here. They're all citizens. So kaun katega? I mean, these are very pertinent things. Not only we saw an excessive use of muscle power and money power, we saw BJP General Secretary Vinod Taure was caught in camera distributing cash. Not only we saw a diminished role of the Election Commission or the use of central investigating agencies to target the opposition leaders, but at the same time, this over-usage of the phrases that were used. In Jharkhand, there was this land jihad, along with love jihad. This communalization of and using religion as a card, and I really would like to ask, kaun katega? Batega to kaun katega? Are we trying to create some civic unrest? Are we saying that people are going to go after each other's life? Just to win an election, you are dividing people, dividing Indians. Shame on you.
Meeta ji, let the BJP spokesperson respond to that.
जी, बटेंगे तो कटेंगे इस हिसाब से है कि जो जोगिंदर मंडल स्कीम आपको पता होगा, उन्होंने भी बोला था कि हम जाके जोगिंदर मंडल कमीशन थी, जब पाकिस्तान का बंटवारा हो रहा था तो वो जिन्ना के साथ जाके मिल गए थे और बोले थे कि जितनी भी एससी कम्युनिटी है उसको हम जाके पाकिस्तान के साथ जोड़ देंगे। उसका नतीजा क्या निकला कि जितनी भी एससी कम्युनिटी थी वो कट गई। आप देखिए झारखंड में 7,900 लोगों के नेम जो है वोटर लिस्ट से काटे गए हैं, जो कि साबित थे कि वो बांग्लादेश से आए हुए हैं। वो कैसे आए हैं? उनके आधार कार्ड किसने चेंज किए? इंडी गठबंधन की सरकार ने चेंज किए। संथल परगना में 44 से 28% हो गए। 1961 में 82,000 जो है मुस्लिम हुआ करते थे, 4,83,00,000 हो गए हैं मुस्लिम। कैसे इतना बढ़ावा हुआ? 20% हिंदू जनसंख्या जो है कम हो गई है। साहिबाबाद में 38% कम हो गई है। कैसे हो रही है? कौन आके चेंज कर रहा है? अब इनका जवाब देंगे कांग्रेस की प्रवक्ता, कैसे चेंज हो रहा है? हिंदू जनसंख्या 38% कैसे कम हो सकती है? जब झारखंड हाईकोर्ट ने इनको निर्देश दिए थे कि जो संथल परगना में 44 से 28% हो गई है जनसंख्या, इस पे आप कमेटी बैठाइए, तो क्यों नहीं बैठाई इन्होंने?
You're not answering some very fundamental thing that I asked. कौन काटेगा?
I want to answer.
एक मिनट,
You're not answering the very fundamental thing that I asked.
जो भारी घुसपैठिए हैं।
No, I want to answer ma'am's question. Can I answer, please?
हाँ,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, she's asked a very pertinent question and I want to reply it.
एक मिनट हिमांशु जी।
एक सेकंड हिमांशु जी प्लीज। इन्होंने बोला कौन काटेगा भाई? सलमान अजहरी से जाके मिले हैं अबू आजमी। Who is Salman Azhari? He has been in jail for 6 months for calling for गजवाए हिंद. He said करबला का अंतिम युद्ध अभी बाकी है। This is the kind of man they meet, and then Abu Azmi says, take back the cases of all people. 1 second. Take back the cases of all people in Jalgaon last year who made Sartan se juda chants. So these are the people जो काटेंगे. Vote jihad, who started vote jihad? This was coined by Samajwadi Party. Mona Alam made this call in Farrukhabad. So if you make a demand for vote jihad, what do you expect people to say? The Prime Minister for that said, भाई एक रहेंगे तो safe रहेंगे. And who is this? एक second. Who is this Sajjad Nomani? Sajjad Nomani.
BJP and the right wing has to make up its mind. Either it's the Ladki Behan Yojana that has worked in Maharashtra, or it's vote jihad and बटेंगे तो कटेंगे और कटेंगे तो बटेंगे.
मैं बता रहा हूँ, एक सेकंड. इन्होंने जब एग्रीरियन डिस्ट्रेस था, how did they address that issue? Constitution दिखा रहे हैं. Constitution दिखा रहे हैं. You need to address issues rather than just showing the Constitution. Constitution is under threat from the Congress Party. Where Article 370 they want to restore.
We spoke about MSP price. We spoke about how we are going to address the farmers' distress.
Why did you stand with Salman Azhari? Ask her the question. Why did they stand with Salman Azhari? Who asked you to meet Maulana Sajjad Nomani? Why did Nana Patole write a letter to him saying we'll consider your demands?
You compare local leaders with the Prime Minister, then I rest my case.
We have nothing to do with them.
Then I rest my case. When you are talking about local leaders and you're comparing them with the office of the Prime Minister, then I rest my case. Because some of these divisive statements have been coming from very tall leaders like Yogi Adityanath, the UP Chief Minister, and the Prime Minister. So we are not talking about local leaders or fringe elements making divisive statements. We are talking about the Prime Minister of the largest democracy of India. Please make a distinction. Please make a distinction. Secondly, you spoke. No, you have to let me finish. I did not interrupt you, sir. I did not interrupt you, sir.
Come on,
please let me finish. Please let me finish. Okay, first you finish and then when you let me speak, let me finish.
She doesn't want to address the issue. Let her address the issue.
Karan and Meeta,
please
hang on.
Karan and Meeta, you
cannot compare. You can
let Meeta have her word.
No.
कंपेयर क्या कर रहा है? मैं पूछ रहा हूँ एक बात, बताओ तो आप. क्यों मिले आप उनसे?
First of all, here we are talking about the speeches made by the Prime Minister, speeches made by the Chief Minister of the largest state of India. So let us not draw a comparison because you cannot compare apples with oranges. Number two, even in our manifesto, we spoke very clearly about 3 lakh rupees loan relief to farmers. We made very specific announcements.
Guys. You know, Anish has come to the studio for the first time.
Anish, I just borrowed 10 seconds.
And he will go away.
In silence, please. आप मुझे 10 seconds दिलवाओ.
He will go away thinking that Mera now has these divisive debates, which we don't. We don't have Hindu-Muslim debates on this show. But go ahead. Jaldi bolo and khatam. After this, no Hindu-Muslim talk.
Nana Patole writes a letter to the ulemas saying, I will consider your demands. So this is Nana Patole who's shot himself in the foot and with the second foot he's landed in his mouth. So you have yourself to blame. Of course there were issues. You didn't raise them. You went to meet these ulemas, these maulanas. So you have yourself to blame. Don't come up with this rhetoric. Be specific.
As I said, Karan, you have to make up your mind whether it's the Ladki
Behan
Yojana and the 2.3 crore women who have benefited from it that have won you the elections. Or it is Yogi Adityanath and the Hindu-Muslim narrative.
It's a plethora of issues. Yogi Adityanath has been a star
Chalo.
campaigner in this region.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let Anish come in. Anish, do you have anything to say on this?
No, you know,
The rhetoric that was
we've
whipped
said
up and
this
whether it
before.
had the impact that the BJP thinks it did.
If these numbers hold, it clearly had an impact, right? I think you've seen the impact of polarization in a way that will damage the state in the long run, right? This is the worst election campaign we've seen in the history of Maharashtra. Across all sides, I'm not going to absolve anybody of anything over here right now, but the level of discourse has stooped to incredibly low levels across the board. On their side, I think the question must be asked, why did Amit Shah meet Bhide Guruji in Sangli? In Western Maharashtra, did they need to meet somebody like a Bhide Guruji, who is accused of being part of the Bhima Koregaon riots, who has said that Mahatma Gandhi was the son of a Muslim zamindar, to get votes? Is it only the Ladki Bahin scheme that has worked, or did they also have to turn to their own sort of cast and crew of motley characters who are unsavory in their own right, who have been involved in direct violence, to be able to get the results that they did? And again, I'm saying that these are still trends, although they seem to be shaping up
Overwhelming
slowly.
majority.
Exactly.
This
So
whole
I'm not going to make a fool of myself and deny the numbers on our screen right now. But I think this is the reality you're faced with, right? And I think our approach to this as the NCP-SP was to say that the 9 p.m. headlines don't reflect the 9 p.m. reality on the ground. Pawar Sahib took out 100 sabhas across the state. If you see any of his statements,
But
there were no
clearly they
mentions of
do.
Maulanas.
But
No,
now,
he's right,
given
clearly.
the numbers,
But you know,
clearly
see,
they do.
I think you're configuring and figuring out how to combat this rhetoric. We tried to do it with soybean prices. We tried to do it with the farm loan waiver
And
that
he's
he'd
bang
done.
on. Actually, Sharad Pawar ji was the only one who did not fall in this trap. All of them, whether it was the Congress or the Samajwadi Party, they did a great disservice when there were issues, but they were busy writing letters to Maulanas and meeting
Arey
these
bhai,
people.
you forget the
Ye
Maulana
fact
now.
hai.
Dr. Uday
Yeah,
machhar maar
now
rahe
the
hain.
headline
We are
is
not
about-
giving him enough work.
Is it symbolic?
45 at about 45%,
equal citizens of this
45%
country.
counting being done. The biggest headline is BJP perhaps doing much more than 2014 results. They will definitely cross 122
Correct.
mark, and that's the headline. That's the biggest headline. Number two, second headline
Correct.
is Eknath Shinde perhaps going to give the best ever Shiv Sena numbers since last 20 years. Ajit Pawar is definitely going to be about double than what his Sharad Pawar got. And as put together, perhaps it may so happen by 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, they may touch 190 to 200, and that's the decisive mandate. And the king and the kingmaker both going to be Devendra Fadnavis. And of course, the point which was debated very hotly, whether it is Hindu card or whether it is Ladli Behna, both have worked. Please understand, कल ही मैंने कहा था कि लाडली बहना ने सत्ता की राखी पहना दी. आज ये सिद्ध हुआ है.
Okay, I don't know whether it's too early to congratulate.
225.
अरे भाई रुक जाओ ना. I'm just being.
Somebody needs to get Pradeep Gupta onto this show.
I am just being cautious.
Unbelievable what we are seeing right
No,
now.
I'm just being cautious. As a journalist, it's my job to be cautious,
But
right?
It's historic. What we are looking at right now, it's
So,
historic.
so let me give you the numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, the numbers are on your screens right now, both for Jharkhand and for Maharashtra as well. So the BJP Plus Alliance at 225, which means that they clearly are in a position to form a government, and by quite a margin.
3/4 the majority we're looking
Congress Plus at 53, that's how the numbers have changed, and others at 10. So the others, well, they won't matter in the election, in who forms the government after all. As far as the numbers, individual party numbers are concerned, I'm just referring to the Election Commission website. And again, they only have leads so far, but look at the leads. The Bharatiya Janata Party, leading in 115 seats. Last time in the 2019 elections, they had 105, which means if these leads do convert into wins, ladies and gentlemen, then this is going to be a better performance, as Dr. Uday said, since 2014, which means the big winner in this election after the setback of 6 months ago is the Bharatiya Janata Party. And this helps set the national narrative that what happened 6 months ago in the general election when the BJP did not get a simple majority of its own, that election was an aberration. Is that the message it sends out? I'll put that question to our spokespersons who are joining us this morning. Shiva Sena at 56. Again, stellar results here for the Shiva Sena. But again, these are leads if they concretize into seats. And what about the NCP? The big headline that the Dr. Uday has given us is that actually Shinde will deliver more seats than Sharad Pawar, double the number of seats. That seems to be true because the NCP right now leading in 34 seats, and as far as the Sharad Pawar faction is concerned, leading in only 11 seats. So this is more than double. Tom Vadakkan, good morning. Hope you are doing well. अब तो शायद जलेबी बांटने का टाइम आ गया as far as Maharashtra is concerned.
Well, jalebis can wait. It's not about celebration. It is the celebration of democracy. We today congratulate the voters of Maharashtra and Jharkhand for having joined the celebration of democracy. And we are also thankful to the Election Commission who have conducted these elections wonderfully and above board. So the point here I'm making is, if you promise something, you need to deliver. And if you don't have that budget and you want to distribute freebies for the sake of votes, it doesn't work. For example, you can see Maharashtra is an example where we have delivered to the Mahilas. And Jharkhand, you've seen a similar promise being made. And the voter turnout of women are higher. So indications are towards next 1 hour, you will see change in the Jharkhand figures. So I think we need to hold our horses till then. And overall, if you look at it across the country, I think delivery has been important. People have trust in our governments, and because they know that development is our agenda, and we are led by a Prime Minister who means what he says. He stands by the guarantees. Modi ji has a record of across India, a belief that he will deliver on development and ensure that people get their rightful. Yes, you can.
Okay.
What's your question?
Mr. Vadakkan, are you telling me that, my question is, are you then saying that if the BJP promises it is welfare schemes and if the opposition promises there are freebies, because that is what you are trying to say?
I'm not trying to say that. If you have money in your pocket, you can go ahead and do all what freebies. If you want to have a situation like Himachal Pradesh, you are welcome. You can, Himachal Bhavan is under the hammer. You have a situation where salaries are not paid, pension is not given. You have a situation in Karnataka where there's cess on water. Thank God they are not having cess on oxygen, transport, stamp paper, you name it, they're doing it. And there is no fund for farmers. And that's not the BJP saying this. This is coming from a Congress MLA. So when we say something, you need to deliver. Your pockets must be deep enough to provide that. And the promises that are made should be seen to be delivered too. And if you don't do that, people will turn against you.
Meeta Chakravarti, would you want to respond to Tom Vadakkan?
Well, I think social welfare schemes and economic development have to go hand in hand, and fiscal discipline is a must. And we have delivered on our poll promises, be it in Karnataka or in Telangana. We are in the process of completing all the processes. So if there is budget and we can accommodate the social welfare schemes, yes, there has to be a redistribution of wealth. There has to be social welfare schemes along with economic progression. So we are not against economic development and industrialization, but at the same time, I think there has to be budget made available for the welfare schemes and women empowerment schemes as well. Having said that, very interesting news coming from Jharkhand. I know we are focusing mainly on Maharashtra. And while in Maharashtra you are showing it BJP plus and Congress plus, in Jharkhand the nomenclature is slightly different. Without focusing on that, it seems that the India Alliance is now leading on 43 seats as compared to 35 for the NDA, that is BJP plus alliances.
true.
We'll
true.
see. I'll still maintain these are early trends, and we will have to wait for another hour or a couple of hours maybe to see the final outcome. But there is a possibility, a very good possibility, that we will be in a position to have an absolute majority in Jharkhand and form a government there.
Meeta ji, you are absolutely right. Jharkhand, the picture is not clear. But here's the point that all of you are trying to make about fiscal discipline. So no party has fiscal discipline. Ek minute. Secondly, it's not like a political party, whether it's the BJP or the Congress, pays for these welfare schemes or reveries, whatever you want to call them, from their own pocket. They pay for it from the state exchequer. So whatever money is available to the BJP-led alliance will be available to the Congress-led alliance as well. But the fact is, and let me get in Anish here as well, but the fact, Anish, is that look at the promises that were made by your alliance.
Yes.
Okay? Your alliance said, they are giving you 1,500 rupees. We will give you 3,000 rupees under the
Mahalakshmi Yojana.
Mahalakshmi Yojana. People didn't believe you. Women didn't believe you. They didn't believe you because they saw what was happening in Himachal Pradesh and said, you know, these guys, whatever said and done, at least we have got 5 installments. Ye wale log aayenge, inka kuch pata nahi. Even though they are promising 3,000 rupees.
That would be a bit of an unfair comparison. I don't think women in rural Maharashtra are looking at Himachal and saying ki
By the way, it's not just rural Maharashtra.
No, but
women have benefited from the Latki Behan
but I'm
even
saying,
in the urban areas.
I'm saying, but across the board, I don't think the Himachal example was one that people were looking at.
But
I think
people
one
still
fatal
entrust
flaw.
you.
No, one fatal flaw was that promise came too late in the game, right? That if you
And
had to
it
promise
came
3,000
after
rupees,
criticizing
correct,
the Latki Behan Yojana.
So perhaps there had to be a rethink on how early that manifesto should have come out. The other point I want to make, though, is that the perception around these handouts and the sort of Ladki Bahin Yojana was that they would be discontinued if a different government came to power. Remember that there was an entire BJP ad running 24/7 in Maharashtra saying that we don't know if this scheme will be continued. A BJP candidate openly said that if you see women at a rally, an MBA rally, take photos of them and ask them to return their Ladki Bahin money. So there has been a narrative built around the Ladki Bahin scheme that I think we were unable to counter quite evidently if these numbers
But
hold.
there was a narrative built that the constitution is being changed.
When urban local body elections are not held for 3 years, is the constitution not being sort of under threat? When there are BJP MPs making the statement on the floor of the House, is that not a reality that they want to change the
sometimes can win you
constitution to be
elections.
changed?
They won your alliance the election 6 months ago.
There were BJP leaders
Three
suggesting the
narratives going.
same.
If we go back, 1 second, can I please make a point? So 4 months back, they had 3 big narratives, I'm telling you. One is the Khatakhat, which has totally fallen apart. Himachal ko dekh lo aap, look at Karnataka. Inflation has gone up in Karnataka. Inflation did not go up in Maharashtra till now. You have to understand this. Food prices, yes, the last 1 month it's been bad, onion prices especially. But otherwise,
Inflation is up in this entire
44,000.
country, my friend.
No.
We are
Just
paying
hear me out.
70
Just hear me out.
rupees a kilo
in
for onions.
Karnataka, the inflation when BJP left in 2023, from there it was 3.7% at that time. Today it is 6.1%. Let's understand this. Let it sink in. Milk prices have gone up. Petrol prices have gone up. Infrastructure budget slashed by 17%. For a growing city, imagine infrastructure budget being slashed by 17%. So their Khatakhat has failed in the last 4 months. What happened in Himachal? So wahan pe they had a credibility crisis. Another narrative, constitution khatre mein. Constitution hai khatre mein. Congress se khatre mein. India Alliance se khatre mein hai, where they want to bring back Article 370. They pass a resolution in Jammu Kashmir. So Khatakhat fell apart. Caste census fell apart. Karnataka mein kyun nahi release kiya apne caste census? अभी तक क्यों नहीं रिलीज किया? बिकॉज डीके शिव कुमार डजंट वांट यू टू रिलीज द कास्ट सेंसस. उसका वोट गड़बड़ा जाएगा, वो कलेगा फैक्टर आ जाएगा. सो इनके सारे नैरेटिव्स फेल अपार्ट एंड दैट इज वेयर बीजेपी बेनिफिटेड आउट ऑफ दिस. सो दे एक्चुअली शॉट देमसेल्व्स इन द फुट. मैं बार-बार ये बात कह रहा हूं. ऑल द एडवांटेज इन द वर्ल्ड इन जून एंड लुक वेयर दे हैव लैंडेड टुडे.
Dr. Uday, are you with us? Because I want to ask you a quick question then.
Yeah.
If these numbers hold, because these numbers clearly will hold, it's 10:30, the numbers are very decisive. And honestly, it's looking like a wipeout for the Mahavikas Aghadi, if these numbers stand. But I want to ask you then, who didn't vote for the BJP-led alliance? Look, the Muslims may not have voted. That is a given. But the Marathas were very upset 6 months ago with the BJP-led alliance over Maratha quotas. It seems, have they come back to the BJP fold as well? Have they come back to the Mahayuti fold as well?
Almost all the sections of the society except Muslims perhaps has voted for BJP. That's very clear. But the headline, when 55% of counting is over, and from my various sources over here in couple of 3-4 laptops in front of me, is that this is perhaps the worst ever performance of Sharad Pawar NCP ever since he has started fighting elections. And if you allow me, I will in the end analyze why it could be. Congress perhaps is heading for their worst ever since 1961. That's the second headline. Third is that perhaps Shiv Sena UBT is also heading for their worst ever performance since they started fighting on Hindutva narrative since 1980. Fourth headline is that BJP is having, if my calculations are correct, 10% swing in their favor, which is unheard. This is for the first time since, I would say, BJP started fighting elections since 1980. ये सबसे बड़ा swing BJP के favor में है. And most surprisingly, almost 80% of the seats of Eknath Shinde are winning. Number 5, Sanjay Raut has already come on record saying कि ये बड़ा षड्यंत्र है.
लेकिन 2 दिन पहले गौतम अडानी के खिलाफ एक वारंट निकला, अरेस्ट वारंट. बहुत बड़ा भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप हो गया. ब्राइब का केस है, रिश्वत का केस है 2000 करोड़ का. उसमें भारतीय जनता पार्टी की पूरी पोल खोल गई. गौतम अडानी, बीजेपी, मोदी जी, शाह जी और फडणवीस, शिंदे, ये एक है. और उसका ऊपर से ध्यान हटाने के लिए ये पूरा एक कपट कारस्तान हो गया है. और उसकी तैयारी पहले से चल रही थी. हमने ये महाराष्ट्र जो गौतम अडानी के जेब में जा रहा है, मुंबई जेब में जा रहे हैं, हमने विरोध किया. ये अडानी राष्ट्र नहीं होने देंगे. तो इसके लिए इस प्रकार के नतीजे महाराष्ट्र के ऊपर लाद गए हैं. ये जनता का कौल हो ही नहीं सकता. महाराष्ट्र की जनता का मन हमें मालूम है, ये हो ही नहीं सकता है.
राउत साहब, दिख रहा है कि लाडली बहन जो सरकार की
अरे लाडली भाई,
impact
यहाँ लाडले भाई है, लाडले नाना जी है, लाडले दादाजी है, सब कुछ लाडले है ना यहाँ. हमको मालूम है क्या है ये. इतनी ये निर्णय जो आया है, ये नतीजा आया है, ये जनता का निर्णय नहीं है. मैं इतना ही कहूंगा.
नहीं राउत साहब, लेकिन लोकसभा चुनाव के वक्त आपने जो जनता ने कॉल दिया उसको
उस वक्त भी हमने कहा था मोदी जी हार गए हैं, लेकिन चाहे महाराष्ट्र हो चाहे और स्टेट में गड़बड़ की है. महाराष्ट्र के नतीजे भी उससे ज्यादा आने वाले थे अच्छे. हमारी 4 या 5 सीटें लोगों ने चोरी की है, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ.
पर राउत साहब, अब दिख रहा है कि महाराष्ट्र के विधानसभा में विपक्ष के लिए भी कुछ, मतलब विपक्ष
यही लोकसभा के 2 चुनाव में 2014-2019 ने मोदी और शाह ने यही किया था कि विपक्ष का नेता कांग्रेस को नहीं मिलना चाहिए. इस बार भी वही स्ट्रेटेजी महाराष्ट्र में की है कि विधानसभा में कोई विपक्ष का नेता नहीं रहेगा. ये हमेशा बीजेपी की स्ट्रेटेजी रहती है.
लेकिन आप कह रहे हैं कि कुछ गड़बड़ है.
गड़बड़ तो है.
क्या है, मतलब
अभी
ईवीएम में गड़बड़ है या
अरे भाई ठहरो,
फंडिंग हुआ है,
पूरे नतीजे आने तो हम बाद में बात करेंगे ना. क्यों नहीं करेंगे. पैसा तो ऐसा है कि हर चुनाव क्षेत्र में नोटों की मशीन लगाई थी. अरे शिंदे का एक भी उम्मीदवार सिटिंग एमएलए गिरता नहीं. और शिंदे ये बोल रहे थे हमारा एक भी सिटिंग विधायक गिरेगा नहीं. आपको मालूम होगा तो मैं इस्तीफा दूंगा. ऐसा होता है क्या चुनाव में कभी? हमारा एक भी नहीं गिरेगा. ये कौन सा भरोसा है? ये कौन सा लोकतंत्र है? 200 के ऊपर किसी को चुनाव में नतीजे मिलते हैं क्या? जिस देश में, जिस राज्य में सबसे बड़ी बेईमानी हो गई है, इस राज्य की जनता बेईमान नहीं है. ये नतीजे ऐसे दिए आपने कि अपने राज्य को, जनता को बेईमान ठहराया है.
नहीं राउत साहब,
इस राज्य की जनता बेईमान नहीं है.
जो नतीजे आ रहे हैं वो महाविकास आघाड़ी को कबूल है
नहीं.
तो आगे की क्या भूमिका रहेगी महाविकास?
नतीजे कबूल नहीं है. मैं मानता हूं जनता को भी नतीजे कबूल नहीं है. जनता को भी ये जनता का निर्णय नहीं हो सकता है। मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूँ और मुझे बार बार आप वही सवाल पूछ रहे हैं।
लेकिन जो महाविकास आघाड़ी के कुल आंकड़े दिखाई दे रहे हैं, कुल संख्या दिखाई दे रहे हैं, उससे ज्यादा शिंदे गुट के
कैसा हो सकता है? आप अपने मन को पूछे, आप पत्रकार है, आप अपने मन को पूछे क्या महाराष्ट्र में संभव है? आप अपने मन को पूछे कि महाराष्ट्र में शिंदे को 60 सीटें मिलती है, संभव है क्या ये? अजीत पवार को 40 सीटें मिलती है, क्या ये संभव है? भारतीय जनता पार्टी को 125 सीटें मिलती है, क्या संभव है? क्या इस राज्य की जनता भी बेईमान है? इस राज्य की जनता बेईमान नहीं है, उसके ऊपर हमारा विश्वास है। चलिए, थैंक यू।
Ladies and gentlemen, the first big controversy this morning. Were we expecting it with such a decisive verdict? Anish Gawande is shivering in the cold.
I am. I don't know if your studio is very cold or the mandate
But
or
you
what has
should
been
be
said is
shivering.
cold.
You should be shivering at what Sanjay Rao ji is saying. This is, I mean, this is disbelief, this is denial, and this is everything else. The point is, yes, the numbers are stunning and stunningly against the Mahavikas Aghadi. But for heaven's sake, what is he trying to say? He's trying to say that the elections are rigged. Now, the elections were not rigged 6 months ago when the BJP stood thoroughly embarrassed, and they are rigged now in Maharashtra, but they were not rigged for the general election. Do you agree with him, by the way?
Sanjay Raut is a very senior leader of the Mahavikas Aghadi, and I think that a coordinated response will come from the Mahavikas Aghadi on this front. I know that Supriya Tai has said until 6 p.m. tonight she's not going to say anything except Ram Krishna Hari, and I think it would be wise for all spokespersons from the Mahavikas Aghadi to also keep that line. I don't know whether you can say that these elections are rigged. I don't think that's good politics. I think that makes you look like a sore loser, right? So on the very outset, I don't want to say that these elections are rigged. What the impact of money and muscle power has been on these elections, we have to find out, right? There's no denying that money was used in unprecedented amounts in Maharashtra. That's a fact.
It's a fact, but it's not new.
It's not new, but unprecedented being the key word over here. I think that might have impacted these results. Again, we've discussed that the Ladki Bahin scheme might have impacted these results. The Hindu-Muslim narrative that was created might have impacted these results. We'll have to analyze these numbers. But if these numbers hold, and Udayji has said that more than 50% counting is done, I've just been seeing a few other sources as well, and they seem likely to hold, then this is a rout. And I think we have to face this with humility.
It's a washout. Dr. Uday,
Shreya ji, look at the dignified way Anish is speaking, and look at the undignified way Sanjay Raut was commenting. That's the difference of political culture. Although Ram Krishna Hari, Vazwa Tutari, that was the slogan of NCP Sharad Pawar, which now converted to Ram Krishna Hari, Wazli Nahi Tutari, Bajri Nahi Tutari. Lekin look at the way he is accepting the defeat, and look at the way, except himself and his leader, he's blaming everybody. That's Sanjay Raut. How come he forgot EVM? He should have talked of EVM, that EVM are rigged. Please understand, what is more important is, we need to strangely analyze how come on all fronts, soybean belt, onion belt, kapas belt, everywhere, Mumbai, Konkan, Marathwada, everywhere BJP has performed, and BJP has outperformed their last best. They have given their best strike rate. And just 6 months back, Sharad Pawar gave their best strike rate since the party was formed. Now this transformation, I'm repeating, is on 2 occasions, or rather 3 reasons. Undoubtedly, there was the rural distress, but opposition could not galvanize it in their support. Credibility crisis था. दूसरा, लाडली बहना ने चमत्कार दिखा दिया, and तीसरा, 100% Hindu rising was the issue. For the credibility of Eknath Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis is now more than 100%. More than 100%, I'm telling you. That's very, very clear. So that's the 4 big takeaways. If you allow me a minute, I will tell you one more important fact. पूरी कैंपेन में अजीत पवार ने, देवेंद्र फडणवीस ने, या एकनाथ शिंदे ने, Sharad Pawar, they did not utter a word called Sharad Pawar. You know what it is like? Once I interviewed Sunil Gavaskar, and I was talking about नॉन स्ट्राइकिंग एंड पे जिसने लोग आप जिसके साथ आप खेले उनके बारे में बात कीजिए. So he talked about Anshuman Gaikwad, he talked about Chetan Chauhan, and then he what was about Srikanth. He says once we were playing with Pakistan, and you know what Srikanth was. From the first ball, he was driving it 4s and 6 and all lofty drives. In between, after about 50 runs, when they were changing over after the over, Gavaskar warned him, भैया थोड़ा संभल के खेलना, तुमको मालूम है तुम किसको हाफ पिच पे जाके मार रहे हो. Srikanth was unaware. Srikanth said मैं किसको मार रहा हूं. Gavaskar told him the name of that Pakistani bowler. Oh, then he was surprised. He was taken aback. He was shocked. And in the third ball, he was LBW. Now he was playing the bowler and not the ball. Till date, BJP was playing the bowler called Sharad Pawar. Now this time, without uttering his name, they started playing the ball and that delivered the victory to them. And I'm sure at the end of the day, you will come. Beat Modi, beat Amit Shah. Nobody uttered a word called Sharad Pawar. And that actually gave them no pitch to fight.
True. Okay. Can I just bring in Meeta Chakravarti, and I'll just request our producers. Hi, Varun. Varun joining us in the studio as well. All friends from Mumbai here in Delhi's polluted air. Today is a particularly bad air day, ladies and gentlemen. All of you must know this. If there's, if there is any amount of pollution in Mumbai's politics, or at least Sanjay
No,
Raut
it's
seems
clear.
to be
Now
suggesting
the pollution is clear.
The air in... नहीं तो संजय राउत तो बोल रहे हैं ना pollution है, but in Delhi सच में pollution है आज. Anyhow, Meeta Chakravarti. Miss Meeta Chakravarti, now you can say, Udayji can say, Sanjay Raut को तो छोड़ दीजिए, वो कुछ भी बोलते हैं. But is that how you look at the statement he's making? He's saying ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता. The numbers that are coming in, the leads that are coming in, cannot happen. ये बेमानी है. अरे भाई, it is what it is. You have to accept defeat. If the numbers are showing that you have been defeated.
We have to show grace in defeat, and yes, we cannot run away from the numbers. And in Haryana election, when we did make some complaints about, and we wrote to the election commission as well, and when we made some complaints about the EVM, we had some very specific instances. We backed it up with some evidences, like the EVM machine being 98% charged, etc. Whereas most of the EVM machines were had about 50 to 60% charge. So we asked some very pertinent things, that how is it possible that after the whole day usage of EVM machine, and if they were not tampered, if they were not recharged, how did they have 98% charge on the counting day? So we asked some very specific queries which were backed up with evidence and hard facts. Here, without looking into the hard facts, here without looking into the real scenario and doing a complete analysis, to make such statement will be premature. I would say that. However, there is no denial that there had been excessive use of money power and muscle power. We have seen as how BJP General Secretary Vinod Taure was caught on camera distributing cash. There had been an extreme religious polarization. And there had been a non-level playing field for the ruling government and for the opposition. Again, I would say that we need to accept the numbers, we need to show grace, and we do need to do an introspection and analysis of the data. However, there is no running away from the results. Also, if you see in Jharkhand, where there was an India Alliance-led government and we were in power, the results are very different now. We see that the NDA is now leading in 30 seats as compared to the India Alliance. We are leading in 48. So that's quite a decisive margin, given that there are only 81 constituencies in Jharkhand.
Okay, no, I agree with you that the news is looking very good for the India Alliance in Jharkhand. It seems that the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha-led alliance, which also has the Congress and the RJD, is doing very, very well and is comfortably poised to form a government again. But again, it is only 10:45. I would say we could wait for a little more as far as Jharkhand is concerned. As far as Maharashtra is concerned, at 10:45, the picture is fairly clear, and therefore, Anuja, Good morning to you. You're joining us from the BJP headquarters, looking very nice. As you join us this morning, we've just heard from Sanjay Raut, and we'll put out that soundbite once again. Can we please quickly get that on screen so that our viewers know exactly what we are talking about? He's saying कुछ गड़बड़ हुई है. ये numbers हो ही नहीं सकते. ये तो full गड़बड़ की है बीजेपी ने. Anuja, that question was for you.
Okay, I thought you are putting up something, some bite or something. I would only say that Sanjay Raut
I will as
has
soon as it
lost his
comes.
cool, and because he is, you know, it is a drama which they all play, the victim card. It's okay. We believe in the NDA government has done a work, and under the leadership of CM Eknath Shinde and our Prime Minister, the results are being shown on the ground. We have seen how Marathis have come forward. So what we are talking about is we have put forward not only the farmers, not only the women empowerment, we have talked about each and every individual regarding the OBC, SC, ST and Adivasis. We have brought everybody together, all the Marathis also together. Now the pace which was in, the Ladli Behan Yojana has come up in a greater way forward, and the applaud goes to Eknath Shinde ji, who has done so well. He's brought up this and it has come forward. And we as an NDA has been tall and strong throughout the ground. What we also have seen that, you know, during Maharashtra, where we have come
Anuja ji,
forward
ek
with
सवाल तो पूछ ली.
many schemes. The highest scheme, yes.
अरे नहीं अनुजा जी, अब पूरी स्कीम्स की फेहरिस्त आपके पास है, मत पढ़ाइएगा, अब वो खत्म हो गई. अब आप मुझे ये बताइए कि since you have said that Eknath Shinde ji has done such a great job, etc. Now, will Eknath Shinde ji be repeated as chief minister, or will it be Devendra Fadnavis, as Dr. Uday is saying should be? Because if the BJP has done as well as it has, 125 seats, leads in 125 seats, and they fought in 148. Then to Devendra Fadnavis ka chance banta hai. So are you repeating Eknath Shinde, or is it Devendra Fadnavis this time?
I love the anchor thing in you, the journalist thing in you, always a great fan of you. As I said, we are party of cadre system. Give us some time. We all have done well enough under the leadership of our CM. And we also look forward that we'll be sitting, the BJP will sit with all the three big parties and will decide on this, and very soon it will be given to you. We just cannot, of course, I don't have an authority to put anything forward, because this is system. When you're in NDA, NDA is the one who sits, talks, discusses, and then brings their CM face. So I would just say for now that in Maharashtra, the NDA has done very well. The Mahayuti has done very well under CM and under the leadership of Modi ji. So it is the Janta who has given the vote. It is not that the leaders have given the vote. We have done our work. That is why we are a double engine sarkar, and the prudent competency comes with it. Yes.
Okay, but in Jharkhand that was rejected, right? Are you looking at the Jharkhand results and saying, okay, we've won Maharashtra, but probably we have lost Jharkhand, despite all those Bangladeshi ads that you put?
I don't think so. As some time back, I think I heard you saying it, that is just 10:25, 10:26. We should wait till 12 o'clock. So, being a journalist, you also believe that that it is a time we need to sit and relax and figure it out. Because see, Roti, Mati and Beti, we have worked on it. You have seen the infiltration in Bangladesh, what they have done with Adivasis, girls, what they have done. You have seen what was the crime rate under Hemant Soren. You have seen how Champai Soren has left them, and how, you know, the credibility of Hemant Soren, which they used to talk about. I don't see that. If you see Hemant Soren himself, where does he stand? They're talking about India Alliance. India Alliance is all about the love jihad. You have seen how in Telangana, you've seen Congress, they have, you know, put fire on Lord Hanuman's idol, and they and the rape. Yes.
Suniye. See, Anuja ji, the
Ji.
point
Let
is
me
that
comment.
if you are saying it's too
Bataiye.
early to say about Jharkhand because it's 10:50, then it's too early to say about Maharashtra also. No, it's unfair. Let's make up our minds that by now the results are pretty, I mean, they are pretty clear. Let's decide one thing and stick to it. But Meeta ji wants to come in. Meeta ji, quickly, and then I'll go to Varun, who's looking at his phone because he thinks he's getting bored. We are not coming to him. Meeta ji, go ahead.
No, everyone in Maharashtra is looking at their phones right now.
Yeah, very quickly, very quickly. First of all, yes, we need to wait more. But right now, I see that the India Alliance is ahead on 49 as compared to 29 for BJP. So I think it's quite clear, and the gap is increasing as we speak. Having said that, the India Alliance got about 234 seats in the last Lok Sabha, right? BJP was down to 240 on its own, and of course the NDA alliance had more. While we congratulated them, and we still do, that they were able to form the government, however, to say that India Alliance is all about jihadis and extremists is an insult to all the people. Because a significant percentage of the Indian population, mind you, who voted for the India Alliance candidates. And all these 234 MPs who got elected from their constituencies, because they spoke about people issues, they spoke about unemployment, farmer distress, unemployment among youth, and inflation and price rise, and women's security. So to kind of dismiss India Alliance as some kind of a fringe group that speaks about only the jihadis, you are insulting a major section of the Indian population. Keep that in your mind. You might be in government right now, but it was by a narrow margin. And while we congratulate you and we wish you all the very best for running India successfully, do not insult the opposition, because we do represent people's voice. There are elected people in our forum who are representing people's aspiration and people's voice, and these are Indian people's voice.
And it seems by the looks of it in Jharkhand, the India Alliance will not be in opposition. It will be very much in power. The Jharkhand Mukti Morcha led alliance leading in 50, the BJP plus in 28. Some key takeaways here. Hemant Soren is storming back to power. Probably will be the next Chief Minister of Jharkhand once again. Has the sympathy card worked for him? We do not know, but by the looks of it, it has. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, Maharashtra is showing us that the sympathy vote cannot be encashed twice. The BJP's infiltration pitch has fallen flat in Jharkhand. That is something that is very clear. What is also very clear is that the India bloc is headed for a 2/3 majority. So if, Varun, just come in here, if the verdict is decisive in Maharashtra, thank God, the verdict is decisive in Jharkhand as well, thank God. Which means all of us can have a peaceful Sunday.
हंग असेंबली नहीं हुआ,
हाँ,
धन्यवाद.
and resort politics नहीं हुआ और taxpayer का खर्चा नहीं हुआ, thank God. And at least we get a Sunday to sleep.
Absolutely.
But Varun, here's the thing. And I'm going to come to Dr. Uday as well, because, you know, he very diligently, old timer that he is, he will make notes and give us the 4-5 big headlines. So I will let Dr. Uday do his likha padi that he is doing and let you come in here. What changed in 6 months? चलो, the sympathy card cannot be encashed twice. पहले रोना धोना हो के गद्दारी किया etc. वो हो गया. Last election में खत्म. But in the last 6 months, there has been no overarching narrative in Maharashtra. I mean, you can say Latki Behan, you can say, you know, Hindu, Muslim, and Batega to Katega, etc. But no overarching narrative. What changed in the last 6 months? For such a decisive verdict, the vote share difference in the last election was 1%. I mean, I'm not even beginning to calculate it here because it's looking like it's going to be massive, humongous.
You know, मुझे ना एक शेर याद आता है, and this I will dedicate to the Congress and especially to Rahul Gandhi. Krishna Bihari Noor had वेरी एप्टली रिटन कि जिंदगी से बड़ी
ये हो
कोई
गया?
सजा ही नहीं और क्या जुर्म है पता भी नहीं। तो राहुल गांधी और कांग्रेस के लिए ये
11
सबसे
पे
बड़ा
मुझे
एक ये है कि भैया कि उन्होंने जुर्म क्या किया, क्योंकि अभी कुछ दिन पहले तक देवर लीडिंग, एमवीए वाज मेकिंग सच अ गुड कमबैक, यू नो, राहुल गांधी वाज सपोज्ड टू डू इट, बट यूबीटी स्पॉइल्ड इट फॉर देम। सैक्रिफाइस कर कर के कांग्रेस थक गया, मतलब मराठवाड़ा में सैक्रिफाइस कर दिया, विदर्भ में सैक्रिफाइस कर दिया, वेस्टर्न महाराष्ट्र में सैक्रिफाइस कर दिया, यहाँ मुंबई एमएमआर में सैक्रिफाइस कर दिया, फिर भी लुक एट द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ यूबीटी एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू यूबीटी is the biggest loser in this election. And UBT के लिए एक शेर है कि शवीना आदिब ने बहुत लिखा था, ये प्रेम वाला शेर है, बट ऐसा है कि जब से मिली हूं उससे मैंने इतर लगाना छोड़ दिया। यानी उन्होंने जब से द टाइम दे वेंट विद कांग्रेस एंड शरद पवार, दे लेफ्ट ऑफ देयर आइडियोलॉजी, उनकी आइडियोलॉजी में महक रहे हैं, एंड दैट हैज नॉट वर्क वेल विद UBT's voter. That we saw in Lok Sabha also. The biggest reason why in Lok Sabha the BJP fared that massively bad, or I would say decimated, because they couldn't get that voter out. वो overconfidence में मर गए उसमें. And that guilt, Hindu voters का जो guilt था, that has come out in this election, and that is the biggest reason I would say. You know, you may disagree about बटेंगे तो कटेंगे, एक है तो safe है, but this has worked well. And RSS 1.25 साल मना रहा है. They wouldn't want someone from a non-BJP person to be there in Maharashtra at that point of time. They worked tremendously hard. They went to homes, they got people out on the streets, they got people to the polling booth, and Ladki Behan got the 6% extra women coming out and voting. So there are multiple factors that have worked for the BJP, Shiv Sena, and the NCP. And no longer, to be very honest, I had once on your show also said कि, you know, एनसीपी अजीत पवार को आप लोकसभा में लाइबिलिटी मान रहे हो, बट इस वक्त वो लाइबिलिटी नहीं होंगे क्योंकि उनके पास रीजनल सैट्रैप्स हैं, एंड दोस रीजनल सैट्रैप्स आर परफॉर्मिंग एक्सेप्शनली वेल राइट नाउ।
लेकिन आप कह रहे हो दैट द बिगेस्ट लूजर इज उद्धव ठाकरे, एंड आई एग्री. out of the 5, he seems to be the biggest loser at 17. I'm just looking at election commission numbers. 17 leads again. And if you look at the Shiv Sena, the Shinde faction, it's 55.
More than what they had won in 2019 unitedly.
As in UP, they would say तो भयंकर बेइज्जती हो गई.
बहुत बड़ी बेइज्जती है. And मैंने ये कहा कि लेगेसी की जो बात कर रहे थे ना हम इतने दिन से.
लेकिन मैं तो कहूँगी that the biggest loser, and Dr. Uday can also come in here, and if you guys want to, no, not Sharad Pawar. Actually, the biggest loser is Ajit Pawar. Let me give you a reason. 35. He's done very well. I mean, the seats are almost double that of Sharad Pawar's, more than double actually, as Dr. Uday is pointing out. But he is no longer the kingmaker.
But he was never the kingmaker.
नहीं, सुनिए. In fact, if the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Shiv Sena, Mr. Shinde themselves decided to go on there, they still have the numbers. तो मतलब अजीत पवार का जो importance था, वो कम हुआ है.
See, let me be very honest.
Dr. Uday, give me a minute.
Let me be very honest with you. You are considering Ajit Pawar's number with 2019, but any person on the ground would consider Ajit or compare Ajit Pawar's number with the Lok Sabha elections that were held 6 months ago. एक सीट पे जीता था. And that too, I again say कि अगर वो अजीत पवार के साथ भी नहीं होते, सुनील तटकरे would have won that seat. Raigad is a very pro सुनील तटकरे seat. His daughter is winning from there. मैं ना उदय जी के एक ही चीज से, मैं जब आया तब उदय जी कह रहे थे कि देवेंद्र फडणवीस सीएम बनने चाहिए या अब एकनाथ शिंदे को हटा देना चाहिए. उदय जी, मैं जिस अखबार में असिस्टेंट एडिटर था, वो वहाँ के एडिटर इन चीफ हुआ करते थे एक जमाने में. तो आई वुड लाइक टू जस्ट पॉइंट आउट वन सिंपल थिंग ऑफ द अमाउंट आई अंडरस्टैंड भारतीय जनता पार्टी. नीदर इज अजीत पवार बीइंग अबैंडन्ड एंड नीदर विल शिंदे बी अबैंडन्ड. आई थिंक गोइंग अगेंस्ट द अनपॉपुलर ओपिनियन और पॉपुलर ओपिनियन, मेरे को बहुत गाली पड़ी है कल से. आई बिलीव दैट शिंदे विल कंटिन्यू एज द सीएम, इवन दो आई वांट देवेंद्र फडणवीस टू बी द सीएम, बट शिंदे विल कंटिन्यू एज द सीएम. Devendra Fadnavis might not be.
But the roles can reverse. Given that 125 is Bharatiya Janata Party.
It wouldn't look good, na?
Why?
Pictorial जो आप देखोगे उस हिसाब से अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. And right now I think the system in Maharashtra, it is more about photo ops. वो continue होगा.
Dr. Uday? Because I thought the RSS was very clear.
Two comments.
If the BJP gets the numbers, our boy becomes the chief ministers.
Two comments. I never used the word BJP will abandon Sena or Ajit Pawar. I never said that. What I said, since
नहीं, मैंने आपको नहीं कहा, मैंने आपको नहीं कहा।
अरे भैया सुन लो ना भैया सुन लो ना. Since BJP has given their career best in terms of strike rate and in terms of number of seats. If my numbers are correct at this point of time, they are going to touch 130 seats, and that's the best strike rate they can give. That's number one. If that is the case, it would be the strongest demand of the BJP MLAs that we must get the chief ministership, and undoubtedly the Sahara will go to Devendra Fadnavis. So from that angle, I said that's number two. I don't know why Sanjay Raut did not mention about 14 seats which they are winning in Mumbai instead of accusing everything else. What they should have said, thank you very much Mumbai that you are giving me 14 seats. That's not bad. That's not bad for them in Mumbai. Rest everywhere they are routed out. Imagine Konkan, Congress got 0. Sharad Pawar Tutari in Mumbai got 0. Vidarbha, BJP is getting 45 seats. That's a huge landslide since,
absolutely,
I don't know,
very
last 10 elections. I mean, this is most unexpected, I would say. Some of the best Congress leaders are losing, and I feel very sad for them that they were the best parliamentarians I have seen in the House. But they are also losing. In Western Maharashtra, BJP is slated to get about 20 seats, Vidarbha 45 seats, Marathwada 15 seats, Konkan 13 seats, and North Maharashtra 18 seats. Be it batting, bowling, fielding, captaincy, everywhere BJP is a clear winner. BJP is a clear winner. उनको मालूम था सोयाबीन में कुछ हुआ है problem, but they overcome. They knew that onion is an issue. They overcome.
All right.
They knew there are other issues on Kapas. They overcome. So they were smarter. They did not mention the word Sharad Pawar in the campaign. They hyper localized, used RSS network, and today is the result.
All right, so here's the larger picture at 11:02. Before I hand it over to my colleague Ritanshu, the fact is, ladies and gentlemen, a decisive, clear sweep by the BJP-led alliance in Maharashtra. Who is the man of the match? To my mind, it is Devendra Fadnavis. What about Jharkhand? It was supposed to be close. It's not at all close, ladies and gentlemen. The India Bloc alliance is winning Jharkhand with 51 leads, the BJP-led alliance only at 28. But the
Shreya,
person,
before you leave, one thing.
भाई,
I think
आज
इस बार
मुझे पिटाई होगी आज मेरी।
exit poll शायद कुछ मायनों में सही निकले। कुछ exit poll जो रोए थे बेचारे कुछ स्टूडियोज में, उनका exit poll शायद इस बार सबसे सटीक बैठा है।
अरे वो कल हमारे स्टूडियो में भी थे। अच्छा ठीक है। Okay, so that's what it is looking like. One each for the NDA and the India Alliance, ladies and gentlemen. But the big controversy has been generated by none other than motor mouth Sanjay Raut, who's saying इस election result में कुछ गड़बड़ है. We'll leave you with that. Ritanshu is joining you next. Do stay with us.
मोदी जी हार गए हैं, लेकिन चाहे महाराष्ट्र हो चाहे और स्टेट में गड़बड़ की है. महाराष्ट्र के नतीजे भी उससे ज्यादा आने वाले थे. अच्छे हमारी 4 या 5 सीटें लोगों ने चोरी की है. पैसा तो ऐसा है कि हर चुनाव क्षेत्र में नोटों की मशीन लगाई थी. अरे शिंदे का एक भी उम्मीदवार सिटिंग एमएलए गिरता नहीं, और शिंदे ये बोल रहे थे हमारा एक भी सिटिंग विधायक गिरेगा नहीं. आपको मालूम होगा तो मैं इस्तीफा दूंगा. ऐसा होता है क्या चुनाव में कभी? हमारा एक भी नहीं गिरेगा. ये कौन सा भरोसा है? ये कौन सी है? ये कौन सा लोकतंत्र है? 200 के ऊपर किसी को चुनाव में नतीजे मिलते हैं क्या? जिस देश में, जिस राज्य में सबसे बड़ी बेईमानी हो गई है, इस राज्य की जनता बेईमान नहीं है. ये नतीजे ऐसे दिए आपने कि आपने राज्य को, जनता को बेईमान ठहराया है.